Hey, this is Vic from QuickByte Science. You might have seen a recent video from a channel called Physionic. It was about soda, cancer, and a protein called SORD. I'm a big fan of that channel. Honestly, some of the best mechanistic breakdowns on YouTube. But today, I want to add a bit of nuance. Think of this as a light, friendly fact check. Not a takedown, just clarity. What did the study actually show? And what does it mean for you? First, quick disclaimer. This is not a gotcha video. I follow Physionic. I like his work. He did a solid job highlighting a very real and very new paper. It's about sugary drinks and colorectal cancer. My goal here is simple. Give you the core idea of the research. Point out where the video is completely on point. And gently flag where the science is more nuanced than soda equals metastasis button. The study was published in 2025. It came from a team at MD Anderson Cancer Center. The journal was Nature Metabolism. They looked at advanced colorectal cancer in lab models. Not just does soda cause cancer, but a more specific question. If cancer is already there, does a combo of glucose and fructose make it spread more? Like what you'd find in sugary drinks. They found three big things in cancer cells and in mice. First, glucose alone didn't supercharge metastasis. Second, fructose alone didn't either. Third, when they combined glucose and fructose at levels mimicking sugary drinks, things changed. Colorectal cancer cells became more mobile and invasive. Metastasis to the liver increased in mice. The key player in that story was an enzyme called SORD, short for Sorbitol dehydrogenase. When SORD was present in those tumor cells, the sugar mix pushed their metabolism into a more aggressive state. A let's spread state. When researchers knocked out SORD in the cancer cells, metastasis dropped dramatically. This happened in the mouse models, even though the animals were still getting the sugar mix. So on that core mechanism, Physionic is basically right. Glucose plus fructose plus SORD, making colorectal cancer more aggressive in lab experiments. That's accurate. He also talks about fructose turning into sorbitol, and SORD using a molecule called NADH and turning it into NAD. The actual biochemistry is messy, but the spirit is correct. In these cancer cells, under a glucose and fructose load, SORD helps shuffle carbon around. It shifts the NAD to NADH balance. That redox shift feeds into glycolysis and the mevalonate pathway, also called the cholesterol pathway. These are known to support cell growth and migration. When you block SORD, or block that downstream pathway with drugs like statins, the cancer cells become less invasive. So when he says this enzyme is a key link between sugary drinks and cancer spread, that's fair. At the level of these models, the nuance is where this has been shown. In dishes and in mice with colorectal cancer, not in randomized human trials. There are two places I'd gently soften the language. First, phrases like, "We've discovered exactly how cancer spreads more aggressively when we drink soda." That sounds like this is the one true explanation. In reality, this is one powerful mechanism. For advanced colorectal cancer in specific experimental models, cancer spread in humans is influenced by many factors: tumor genetics, the immune system, overall diet, treatment, and a lot more. Second, there's a subtle slide in the framing. From glucose and fructose mix in mice leads to more metastasis. To soda makes cancer more aggressive in a very general sense. The safest wording is something like this. In lab models of colorectal cancer, a sugary drink like mix of glucose and fructose can directly fuel metastasis via SORD. That's still a big deal, but it's more specific and less doom-heavy. So what about actual humans and soda? Here, Physionic is again mostly fair, but the data are mixed. Several observational studies and meta-analyses have found associations. Higher intake of sugar-sweetened beverages is linked to a modestly higher risk of colorectal cancer overall, especially early-onset colorectal cancer in younger adults. We're talking about relative risk bumps on the order of maybe 10 to 30% in the highest consumers versus the lowest, not instant tumor levels. Other studies are more neutral, especially when you adjust really hard for body weight, overall calories, and general diet quality. There's also some evidence that among people who already have colorectal cancer, regularly drinking sugary beverages may be linked to worse outcomes, higher mortality. So the pattern he describes is basically right. Human data range from neutral to harmful, with no clear upside. The nuance is that effect sizes are modest, and association does not mean that every single person who drinks soda will definitely develop cancer. So what's a fair takeaway? Here's where I actually agree with his bottom line, just with slightly different vibes. If you have colorectal cancer or you're at high risk, cutting back on sugar-sweetened drinks is a very reasonable, low downside move. And the new SORD study gives us a plausible biological reason why that might help limit metastasis. If you're generally healthy, regular long-term high intake of sugary drinks is tied to higher risk of colorectal cancer and a bunch of other diseases. But an occasional soda is not going to single-handedly cause or spread cancer. The risk comes from long-term habits, not one random drink. So my summary would be this. Physionic is right to be cautious about soda. He nails the core mechanism of this new study. The only thing I'd tweak is the level of certainty around phrases like exactly how cancer spreads. Because in humans, the story is still being written. If you like channels that go deep on mechanisms like Physionic does, and you want a second voice to help calibrate the hype around new studies, hit subscribe. I'm Vic. This is QuickByte Science, and I'll see you in the next one.